How we doing out there, people? It's a beautiful day here in upstate New York. Just want to give you an update on the compound. What we did was, well, let me show you. We got some logs delivered the other day, and a guy delivered. He gave me a really good, a square deal, if you will, and not a round. You know what I'm saying? So he gave me a good deal. He brings them out. He has a big dump trailer, and how do I put this? Most of the stuff he brings has to be split. It's the bigger stuff. It's maple, it's cherry, it's beech, but it burns good. It's good wood. It's dry wood. It's my wood. But he brought it out, and we settled up with him. And that's one thing I want to talk about. Those are the things right there when people come out and you can do a deal on the side that the government hates that, because they want to know how much you paid and how much did he make and how much did you profit, and they want to know all these things when really they don't need to have any part of that transaction. We've already been taxed on the money we've earned. So let's take a look at this situation where I had the logs delivered. So right here I had all the wood delivered right here. He dropped it right here. And I took my little mini X and I picked them all up and brought them over there. Now you can see the size of these logs, people. Some of them are pretty decent and some of them are regular size logs. But like this big one here, you see that big piece there? I had to cut that in a couple pieces. That was about 20 feet long, 18 feet long. And we had to cut that up because it just wouldn't pick that. But that was probably 3 times the weight of that excavator, to be truthful with you. But we're happy with it. The situation is we're pretty pleased, but we easily moved them. I just raked this up, this bark and so forth. We're going to get that in the dump trailer. But I want to give you a little update on this Hyosin. This little Hyosin saw, I've had it about 3 years now. And I have put this thing through the rigors, and let me tell you something. I really stand by this saw. This is an amazing saw. It doesn't have any primer bulb, right? You just pull the choke over here. You pull the choke, flip this switch up, and it fires right up. I broke my tripod, or I would show it to you real quick, but I've been using that saw. I got the County Line series. It's a little bit of a wider blade at Tractor Supply. It's a 0.063 MC74 is the number on the County Line. But the Hyosin really it's a proven saw. It's a great saw. And you see the size of the logs this thing's cutting, and it's ripping through them like nothing. Take a look at something. If you've ever cut wood before, you know what this looks like. These are big chips. Look at the size of these chips. That's a good sharp saw, people. And that's a saw that doesn't stop. It says, let's go. Now, I'll be honest with you, that saw eats a lot of fuel. They got the ports opened right up on it because it eats some fuel. But I just really mainly wanted to show you how nice and convenient it is to have that excavator. I did the first oil change on it today. And down in the bottom, there's a little spot. Let me show you. Down there in the bottom, right down here, you'll see the little drain plug. Now that's an M12 by 1.50, and as you can see where the oil's got a drain, it comes out here at the bottom. Otherwise it's going to be all over the pan. So I've either got to build a drip pan for that to when I drain the oil, or I've got to get a whip for it. I'm going to see if they have one on Amazon. I used absorbent pads. I used absorbent pads when I did it this time. But what a great little tool this is. One of the best investments I've actually purchased. And if you've got a piece of property and you say to yourself, this might be something that I need, it only takes a little while. Now, I've been running excavators and I've operated them throughout my lifetime, and I've rented them, and I know how expensive they are to actually rent. So if you're going to use it, I plan on putting a garage in here in this fall, or at least getting the foundation in. I'm going to do a 24 by 36 garage. This is going to be digging my footers right here, people. And some of you might say, oh, that's a little much. Well, you try digging with this thing. Let me tell you something. This thing digs beautifully. I went out back and I was right into some tree roots and everything, and that thing it's got some power now. Now, here's the thing. I wouldn't buy one of these if you don't get the counterweight. I think a lot of the complaints online is the back end lifts up when you're digging. That's an all cast iron heavy steel counterweight. And if I really need to, which I don't think I need to because of the way it performs, I think I could put an additional weight on there possibly, or bolt something on that has another couple 100 pounds. But right now I'm pretty pleased with it. This isn't a review on the AGT, I've already done that, but it's just saying, hey, this is more about saying that the logs, we're having an option now to pick them up and move them, okay, and go from there. But if you've got one of these excavators, believe me, you know what I'm saying. These things are powerful. So this is your boy Bri. I just wanted to give you an update and tell you that, you know, the wood situation, we're getting ready. Even though it's going into summertime, it's June, it's never too late to get your wood started and get it coming, because I like to work on it a little at a time, and it keeps me, it's like my gym. It's my outdoors gym. I cut and split everything myself. Now I do have a Mighty Merc wood splitter. It's a little wood splitter, and that thing's a beauty. But don't think I can't pick that Go Devil up and split them, because I can do that too. But it's just much easier when you have a time constraint. You got to go back maybe to work or something. You can grab and bust up a couple quarter wood and throw it in the shed. And this is nice dry wood. It's good wood. It's hardwood. It's my wood. But at the end of the day, we're very happy that we've got this wood. We're very happy that we've got the excavator. We got the greenhouse situation going on. Let's take a look at that. I know you want to see that. As you can see, you hear the fan running up top. That keeps some of the heat out of there, okay? I do have an electrical cord running from the house. I've got to bury that and put it down in the basement and actually go through conduit for the future. But this is what we've got here, people. We bought these external, I guess you'd call them square foot gardens, but they're actually metal bins, and they're well constructed. I'll say that for the price. I mean, I think they were $40 each. But there's something that basically you won't need pressure treated lumber. Then that gets in your vegetables and so forth. We're gonna grow potatoes and all kinds of stuff out here. So at the end of the day, we're happy with it. My daughter's actually doing this project. I was helping her do it, and she's got the felt down. I actually pulled these all out and dug them out the other day to get everything somewhat level. Now she'll be able to level them up. And here in the front, we'll be able to, we're just gonna put mulch up on the front. But I noticed the other day, take a look at this. She's got these berry plants that are already producing berries. Take a look at this. So I think I snuck one of these the other day when I was mowing, before the bugs get them. You know what I mean? But we got some berries coming, and what else we got over there? We got any more? I don't know what this is. Yep, more berry plants over here. See, the bugs got that one. But we don't care if the bugs get a few of them. We'd rather have how do I put this? We'd rather have pesticide-free stuff. I think these are blackberries here. And these look like raspberries. Look at this. Yep, they're starting to grow. We're getting everything underway, and it's really a project that this is my daughter's project. Here's her herbs that are started. Okay, she's got some beautiful flowers up in here. I think that's for pollinating or something. She knows all about that stuff. But as you can see, the greenhouse has held up wonderful. This is like the 4th year now. Okay, and we're really happy with it. Everything is held up nice. There's no mold. This is all regular lumber that we painted. I think I painted it a year ago. I retouched up the floor, but the walls I didn't need to repaint. So she's got a really nice setup in here. It's 12 by 16, and again, I put down mat way down on the ground underneath. When I did this, I put matting down. You can see how nice and it's decent in here, really. It's decent. Low humidity, about 88 degrees, 85, somewhere in there. But you got to have that fan running, because if you don't, baby, you might get it pretty warm in here. But even this one, I like this little tray she got here. That's a pretty nice herb garden one. And it's a situation, she put all that together herself, her and my son. And they got it going pretty good. They got some tomato plants. She's got some different tomato plants, some chocolate ones, all kinds of stuff she's got going on. Yeah, I had a few people online tell me, oh, that greenhouse that's not gonna hold up, and blah, 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 whatever. And I actually had a guy who delivered the wood the other day, one of his workers come up and said, hey, where'd you get that greenhouse? Was that a kit? And sadly enough, I had to explain to him, no, that was just a kit in my mind that I thought through and said, hey, I think I can build one of those. And what I wanted to do, because a lot of the kits they're really small, the ceilings are small, and as you see, I think that's I want to say it's a 6 or 7/12 pitch on it. So it has a nice tall ceiling inside. I wanted to run the bars across for hanging plants and so forth. But we got the same color too, the match, like a beige color. But there's the square foot gardens, people. We got to get some soil in there, and we got to get it where we can say it's 100% ready to grow. And even if we don't get it 100% this year, by next year it'll be functioning. That much I guarantee. Because we don't sit around, you know what I mean? We don't sit around and wait and say, oh, maybe we could start this another time. Maybe we could just dream about it. No, we try to actually implement it. And one thing I'll say about my daughter, she's like me, man. She don't stop. She just keeps going. She's got twins now, so, and hopefully when them little guys get a little bigger, they'll be a big help to her. But that's her project right there. I'm just kind of helping her out with some of the other work on the outside of it, but she's doing a great job. But this is Bri. I just wanted to give you an update with the log situation. We got logs and we got firewood, and we'll be ready for winter, because when you live up in the upstate New York area or anywhere in the northern east area, you always have that in the back of your mind, because you know how it is if you've ever been cold, that winter's coming. Okay? This is Bri. I got to get on down the road.